we're all trying to satisfy our own sinful nature. That's why. And then we get surprised and we get upset when that bites us in the butt. Really? Good morning, y'all. Welcome to Coffee with Connect. We get together on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 9:30, and we get into God's Word together with our coffee. And my mug today says, I'd agree with you, but we'd both be wrong. Yeah. So somebody got this one for me as a joke, but I also feel like it was a little bit of a jab. And yeah, I'll tell you. But it actually goes really well with the verse we're going to be looking at today, as we're going to pray, read, think, write, and do. And we're going to be looking at Galatians chapter 6, verses 7 through 10, as we go through our 5-step process. So if you haven't prayed, I hope that you will pray and ask the Lord to show you something, and open your eyes and your mind and your heart to what He has to say today, because this is a bit of a challenging one for us as individuals in how we act or how we don't act. So again, I hope that you've prayed. Now let's read Galatians 6, verses 7 through 10. I'm in the NLT. It says this: Don't be misled. You cannot mock the justice of God. You will always harvest what you plant. Those who live only to satisfy their own sinful nature will harvest decay and death from that sinful nature. But those who live to please the Spirit will harvest everlasting life from the Spirit. So let's not get tired of doing what is good. At just the right time, we will reap a harvest of blessing if we don't give up. Therefore, whenever we have the opportunity, we should do good to everyone, especially to those in the family of faith. So I'd encourage you to probably read this through one more time. But here's kind of an analogy, I guess, that I'll use when I'm reading this. You know, if I'm messing around with a sharp knife and I cut myself, why would I be surprised? Why would I be surprised if I'm mishandling it, if I'm being completely irresponsible, if I'm using it like an idiot? Why would I be surprised if I get cut? I can't be mad at the knife, right? It's not the knife's fault. How dare you be sharp and cut me, right? Like that, knives cut things. That's what they're designed for. I was the one who was misusing it. I was the one who got hurt. It sounds really simple. I know that. But don't we do the same thing? Don't we do the same thing with other people? And don't we do the same thing with God? You know, we say something nasty, we treat somebody like dirt, and then we wonder why it comes back on us, right? We live in this "it's not my fault" kind of world today. No one seems to want to take responsibility for their own stupid mistakes. And why is that? Well, just like the verse says here, we're all trying to satisfy our own sinful nature. That's why. And then we get surprised and we get upset when that bites us in the butt. Really? Really? So what's God saying to you? What do you need to maybe write down or just be honest with yourself about? There may be a circumstance that you're in right now, a tense relationship right now where you maybe need to take a step back and go, yeah, I was messing with the knife and I cut myself, and I'm trying to be mad at the knife, but it's really my fault. And then what do? Well, you know what? Maybe if we treat other people the way that we should, we take responsibility for when we mess up, because we're sinful. We're going to mess up. We're not going to handle every situation, right? But you know what? Life might be a little bit easier to handle if we would just own it. Maybe if we listen to the Spirit of God a little bit more, or even at all, then our conversations won't turn so ugly so fast. And you're like, I know, why do I always have to be the one that does the right thing? Why is it got to be me that always has to step up and do the right thing? I get it. But whether you see it now or later in life, I'm telling you, it matters. It matters. God promises it will. I mean, go back to verses 9 and 10. So let's not get tired of doing what is good. Look, we can we can absolutely get tired of doing what is good and going to that. Why does it always have to be me, the one that always has to do the right thing every single time? But he says here, let's not get tired of that. At just the right time, we're going to reap a harvest of blessing if we don't give up. Therefore, whenever we have the opportunity, we should do good to everyone, especially to those in the family of faith. See, when it comes to how we treat others, especially our fellow Christians, let's not give up. Don't give up. Don't give in. Take every day as a new opportunity. Take it a step at a time. Take that next step. It's going to be worth it in the end. And it's going to help keep you connected to others. And more importantly, it's going to help keep you connected to Jesus. So thanks for joining me. And I hope that you'll like this video. Subscribe to the channel. Share this with somebody that needs it. And you'll join me again here next time so we can have our coffee and connect to Christ, community, purpose, and God's word together. See ya.